I'm fine. I am great. I am excellent. I am in excellent health. I am fine. I just wanted to start out this video by saying that so that you don't start panicking and worrying. I will tell you all about it shortly, okay? We need to do our intro first. Let's do it. Hey, let's do it. Come on. Let's do it. Hey, let's do it. Come on. Let me introduce you. Hey, how are you doing? Hope you are doing well. Hope you are doing great. Just like the title of the video says, I found some lumps in my boobs, in this girl's. It's been a few months now. About, I think, going on 7 months now. It's been a while. Let's just say about 6 months since I found them. I was at work. And I think I spilled, maybe I was eating something and I think I spilled something on my chest, on my shirt, and I wanted to clean it. So I did like this and I felt something that wasn't supposed to be there. I was like, I touched it some more and I was like, what is going on? And then I touched the second one and it was the same, at the different points, and I was like, I'm just, seeing things. I didn't say anything to Tosin. I didn't dwell on it. I just told myself, no, I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to worry. It is not what I'm thinking it is. I left it alone. But, it became that thing right at the back of my mind that there's something, I thought maybe, it was something that would maybe take a couple of days and then it would disappear and it was nothing after all. But about 2 or 3 days later, I still felt it. And it was so random because it just appeared. It wasn't there the day before I found it, it wasn't. And I know, I shower now. So I know that it just suddenly appeared. And that was what had me, to start worrying and panicking, like, where did it come from? What happened? And I know they had said that, breastfeeding is one of the ways to prevent breast cancer and all of that. So I was like, okay, well, I breastfed my baby for a year. So, I don't have the history of this thing in our family, and all of that. So what's up? So I was like, okay. I think about 3 days or 4 days later, I eventually told my husband, Tosin, and I was like, babe, feel this, and it did. And it was like, that shouldn't be there, right? Like, I was like, it was looking at me like, it was good, I was like, I don't know, why are you looking at me? So it became an issue of, it's nothing, it's gonna go. We're just going to declare the word and, speak the word and all of that. And of course, that was what we were doing. But, there's that voice at the back of your head that just wants you to panic, that wants you to start thinking negatively, but I left it alone. I didn't say anything about it for a while. My husband didn't say anything about it for a while as well. We just kept praying and acting as if, okay, it wasn't there. But it was, and it was making me uncomfortable because it was like, it was like stone inside rice. Like stone inside bread, today bread. Bread that has just been baked, that has like bumps in it. That was exactly how I felt. It didn't feel good, It wasn't painful or anything, but it felt out of place. So eventually I told my mom. I probably told my mom about a month later or whatever. I was like, I just tried to be casual about it, but my mother does not do casual. My mom freaked out. She was like, what? Where? How? Are we going to the hospital? What do you mean? Go to the hospital. Go and get it checked out. She was saying it in Yoruba, that don't drag it out. Don't wait too long. There is nothing in Jesus' name, but you need to go to the hospital. Like, why are you just telling me? So I just tried to calm her down because I was just like, my mind just couldn't comprehend the possibility of what everyone was thinking it could be, right? So eventually I went to the hospital and the doctor felt it. So I saw a female doctor and the doctor felt it, of course. She did the examination and everything. She was not like, So she was like, you know what, like just to be on the safe side, she would schedule me to do an ultrasound and a mammogram as well, but that she doesn't think it will be anything. But at the same time, she said that, so because it's not, now my memory is foggy, she said because it's not in the same location on both, that maybe that's a sign that it's not anything cancerous, right? Was that what she said? Or the fact that they're both, I don't know, but she made, sorry, I'm so sorry, but I've forgotten what I said, but she made reference to the fact that, because it's like at different points, maybe then it wouldn't be a source of concern and everything, but she still insisted that, I get scheduled for a mammogram and an ultrasound. And these things are expensive, even with insurance. So anyway, eventually I got scheduled for the scan, mammogram, and ultrasound, but like everything else, there's a waiting period. So even when you book your appointment, I went to one of the ones they recommended to me, and I still had to wait a couple of weeks. So by this time, it had gone on for so long. I was just like, I purposely stopped myself from Googling it because I knew that I would not find anything positive to see on Google. I just knew Google was going to be a source of depression. So I said, no, I'm not going to Google it. So I did not. Anyway, so eventually the dates for the mammogram and ultrasound came, and I went. So it's interesting. It's such an invasive procedure, but then you've had a baby. There's nothing more invasive than that. But you really have to strip, and they try to keep you as covered as possible. But the very first one that I did was the mammogram, and they had to do H1. And bless the nurse, she was very nice, very pleasant. She talked to me through every stage. She showed me what to do, how to hold it and whatever. And then after we did those, then we did the ultrasound. And if the ultrasound is kind of like the same one that they do to check the gender of the baby, but that was done in another room, so I had to lay down, and then they put the gel and all of that, and then go around and just see what was going on in there. So at this point, the doctor, I'd gone through like 3 different nurses at this time. So the last nurse was like, okay, you know what, that she's going to get the doctor to come check because she's also not sure. And in my head, I was like, what do you mean you're not sure? You can see it, right there. I couldn't, and I'm sure even if I could, I wouldn't know what I was looking at anyway. But, I was laying just like this, and then the screen was right here. And she was like, oh, she's going to get the doctor and let the doctor come check again and then explain what is going on to me. So the doctor came, she checked, and this is where I tell you that I am fine. So the doctor came and checked, and then she said, so what happened apparently was that because I breastfed, okay, my baby for a year, my breast muscles and tissues shifted. I'd never heard that before. Nobody told me that. No, nobody said anything. No one. So she was like, okay, that it's normal, that it happens, but that what happened to me was that my breast tissues shifted, because of the breastfeeding and everything. That's why I suddenly started feeling them, even though they weren't there before. But that, however, there is one. And she called it, there's a name, I'm going to put it on the screen right now because I can't even remember how she pronounced it, but I'll put it on the screen right here. She said the muscles are the majority of the ones that I feel, but that there is still a lump that just somewhere around here that she cannot explain, because it's not a breast tissue. At the same time, it's not like a muscle or anything like that. That it's also not kind of like it's benign, you know, but that she's not sure that would have to wait for at least 6 months to be able to get a clear diagnosis as to what it is, you know, and all of that. So after the referral and all of that, I got the appointment for another 6 months when I have to go back and go get checked out again, just to make sure, you know, the last one that they haven't figured out yet. But, you know, I'm not worried about it. I'm sure it's nothing, you know. I did ask what caused the breast tissues to move around, and she was like, oh, it happens. It's usually breastfeeding. That just happens to some women, you know, and but it's nothing to worry about. It's not anything. Just the one that I need to go back to get checked out for. But again, I am not worried about that. It's not anything to worry about, because I am fine, because by His stripes, I am what? Healed. So I wanted to do this video just to share with all the mamas, you know, new mamas like me out there, or maybe you're currently pregnant and, you know, all of that. Apparently, this is something that can happen to you. And if anyone has ever experienced this, please let me know in the comment section what it was like for you. Because again, it was a shock to me. No one ever said anything like that was going to happen. The only thing they said was, oh, breastfeeding reduces the risk of breast cancer, right? So yeah, so if you've experienced it before, please share your thoughts and experiences down in the comment section, so we can all learn from, you know, it and all of that. When I do go back for the checkup in another 6 months, I will let you know what it is. But again, you know, it's nothing to worry about, to the glory of God. The body of a woman is so supernatural, how so many things just go on in our body when we get pregnant, when we have babies and all of that. We're trying to feed them and all of that. So I hope this was helpful for someone. I hope, you know, you found value in it and you learned something new. I didn't know. I didn't know anything like this existed, but apparently it does. Thank you for watching and learning with me. I can't wait to see you again very, very soon. Please share your thoughts and experiences down in the comment section. I pray God blesses you, your homes, your marriages, your relationships. Most importantly, I pray God blesses you. Remain in God, and God bless you. Bye.